How to care for your Windowsill Nepenthes when you go in vacation for 20 days. Hi, my name is Jeremy and I love Nepenthes. I'm about to go in vacation and all these Nepenthes on the windowsill will stay alone by themselves without anybody watering whatsoever. So we'll see how I prep them and we'll see the results after 20 days away. What do they look like? And I will also do a quick test on the grow tent. Again, nobody will come, so we will see how they react after 20 days left alone. So here is the plants before the vacation. Right now everything looks fine. I mean, just the regular way. The sphagnum is pretty green. Everything is happy here. So about those windows. Here, 1, 2, 3. That's the south. And here is the west. So I put the blind and those two will have the blind on also, and even the last one. So here is what I have so far. The trays are humid, there is water, but it's not touching the pot. It will change. Right now it's only used for evaporation. I fill them up and they evaporate and boost the humidity. So here there is also water under it. So it will also evaporate. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. 10 trays. That's why I no longer have a humidifier. 10 trays evaporate quite nicely. And even here you see it's humid. It evaporated. I will fill them up again, but those two are the ones that dry the faster because it's close to the AC or the heating during winter. So the first step to prepare this plant for vacation is grabbing a sprayer. You want to load the live sphagnum or the dead sphagnum. So watering from the top is good. You want that to be soaking wet and all the water will go through the pot and then fill up the trays. It really needs to be loaded with water. So let's start. And it's not the fine mist. I'm literally soaking it. I really need that to be really, really loaded. Water loaded, it will drop under the pot. And that's it. And those plants on this tray are the new arrived. They were shipped a few weeks ago, and they will probably won't be happy about being dry, but they should definitely survive. So you really want to load them, especially the tiny pots, but I will talk about tiny pots later. So now let's talk about all those pots. That's my big pot. That's not the huge one, but that's the regular one. They are 6-inch tall, but 5-inch square on the top. So you can put 2 on a tray. I also have a taller one, 7.5-inch tall. So that's really tall, but less large. It's only 4.5-inch square. The reason being I cannot find the regular one right now, so this tray is taller. Those ones, so let's start by the tiny one. It's 3-inch tall and a little bit less than 3-inch square. So it won't retain a lot of water. Those ones you will have to have special care. For the regular one, it's gonna be the same. They are 4-inch tall by 3.5 square. They won't retain a lot of water on the substrate, so you want to prep them differently. So all those big ones will stay on the windowsill 20 days alone, and 2 here, and all those will go under lid, and those ones will just stay. So That's the windowsill. Let's have a look. A new leaf here. We'll see how they evolve. Everything is green and starting again. They are just recovering, some new leaf forming, some new tendril, but they've been here for maybe 2 months, so I'm not sure. And some were a little bit stressed by the thrips or the cure of the thrips. So it's a little bit off topic, but I want to show you how the thrips attacked. Here it's deformed and thicker. The leaf is thicker. Those ones was also a clue, but not sure. It could be natural. But this one, for example, that's the nebularum. It was having hard time to unfold. This one, same. So it was bad. I had to use 2 different products. And this one also, like, this is bad. The cure for the thrips, the first one, was really hard on the plants. And the second cure was way better, but it still was hard for all the plants and the moss to have all those chemicals on them. So, green moss, nothing really special here, but you will see the moss will be different after 20 days without water. Right now it was like that, not a lot of water, but now it's really, really loaded. The water is touching the pot. And you're right, it should not. The pot of a Nepenthes should never be sitting inside the water. But for this special occasion, preparing the plants for a long dryness, you can. I will explain you the theory behind in a second. But here is the windowsill right now, blind and loaded with water. My substrate is long fiber sphagnum plus a lot of perlite. It's really well drained. So when I'm watering it, all the water go through and then fall into the water tray. I know it's not recommended to have the pot sitting into water for too long because all the water will be sucked back into the substrates and then the plant will suffocate. But let me show you the theory. We are in summer, it's really hot, and nobody will water for 20 days. So this first half inch will evaporate the first week. Or so, maybe 10 days, and then when the water is no longer touching the pot, the substrate will start to dry. And then the water will continue evaporating on the tray and it will keep the humidity raised until it's really fully evaporated, and then the plant will really start to dry out. But I should be back by then. So here is the grow tent. For that, because it's a closed box with a lot of humidity, you won't have to do a lot. And this grow tent is automatic. The spraying system is automatic, the ventilation is automatic, the lighting is automatic. So I really have nothing really to do. So again, some stress from the thrips cure, because thrips never reach this grow tent. But overall, everything is fine. Let's have a look, maybe. So the cure killed some sphagnum moss, but it will regrow. And everybody is recovering from the shipping. Some tendril died, but it's no big deal. So what you want to do is actually watering your plants from the top. If you overwater, be gentle. We are in a like 80% humidity. Oh, let me show you this one. This beauty, let me grab it. It's Ventricosa by Sibyllensis. And it was not happy on the windowsill, not humid enough. Sibyllensis really wants some high humidity, so I'm struggling with that on the windowsill, but now it's perfect. A big pink potato. So anyway, don't water too much if there is like here some water. I have a spraying system, so on the edge of the trays, like right here, they will probably never dry. But here in the center, that's where it gets dry. This spraying will go halfway, but in the middle, that's gonna be dry. Here, that's the seedlings. They won't have a lot of water, but they should be okay. The air plants on the back are just always happy. Again, there is a spraying system that automatically raises the humidity. And inside some trays, there is a lot of humidity, if not water. And if those pots should not dry too fast, the tiny one with the seedlings could potentially dry a little bit faster. I'm also concerned about all the cuttings because that's not a regular tray. I cannot fill it with water. It will leak on the ground. So it's holding a little bit of water, but not too much. I cannot load the pot with water, which is good. We don't want that. Now let's see how the plants react after 20 days without water. So during my vacation, I collected all the data from my Sunset Push, so it was not crazy hot, but still. And then the humidity was good, really good actually, because of all the water inside the trays. And every time there is a boost in humidity, it's because it was the hottest part of the day, so a lot of evaporation. And the more it evaporates, the less humidity we have, but it's still a lot of humidity. And inside the grow tent, nothing really changed. So it's perfect to go on vacation, a closed box where the humidity never go anywhere. So here are the plants when I was back. Everything looks okay, but let's have a look. First, most of the water evaporated, so this one is totally dry. A lot of evaporation. It was really like probably an inch and a half of water. The sphagnum took a bit, it dried. Some spots are still green, but most of it is still unhappy. Oh, here it's still green, and here not great. So it's random. It depends. I don't know the airflow, I guess. But yeah. Here everything is really pretty dry, but they will totally be fine. And here, let me show you under that, it's dry. So really everything dried up pretty badly in 20 days, but it's good. The plants looks just fine. I've got some leaves, but also some new pictures. Like this Veitchii, baby Veitchii. So let's continue the visits. Yeah, some nice leaves, some leaf jump. This one also is great, but no picture. It was too dry. The substrate, I guess, was too dry for the plant to produce a picture. A quick tip, make sure all the new tendrils and pitchers have enough space to grow, because they will try to sink in sphagnum under leaf and they will be deformed. So try your best to manage all that. And this one is a little bit stressed. You see the pitcher is having hard time to open the lid. The lid looks stuck. That's going to be something I will have to check, but it was probably just too dry. Or it's the result of the thrips attack. I can see this one is so deformed, so stressed. But I will check if I see some thrips, but my guess is it was the damage done before by the thrips plus the cure. Another picture. Yeah, all the big pictures continue to grow, so that's totally fine. Even this one, it looks good, but we will see if it's open properly. let's continue. So some will totally be fine and some will be totally under the sphagnum. So be careful when you want to, I don't know, dig them out. By the way, that's the Vichai by Mira by Birbigier Edwardsena. So that's the tiny plant here. And this one, it's the Emai, I believe. But some plants won't picture. This one, the tendril stopped. This one, same. They got dark and let me show you another one. This one, that's the Robcantlii by Molly. It stopped opening. It opened and then stopped. It didn't move the last 20 days. I don't think it will open. This is a new leaf. Looks good. Shiny, but no picture. Let me show you something else. Here. Having hard time to unfold. This one. It's okay, it's not too bad. Maybe it was thirsty a little, but no picture. Same for this one, same for this one. So if there is not enough water, the plants may stop picturing, but they won't die. And let me unfold that. And this is the result of the thrips plus and or the cure. The sphagnum here is really, really white, really dry. I will need to water that. That's the nebularum. Clearly the thrips did really had fun on this leaf. That's too bad. What else? Oh, nice. This one was not open when I left. Let me show you. This is the regular Cedron truncata. That's the biggest picture I got so far. Fantastic. And some leaves didn't like, it's like thirsty. You can see it's weird looking. Sometimes you will see some line. Everybody was thirsty, but nobody died. And that's what you want. It's better than having somebody overwatering it and killing it or forgetting to water it and to kill it. I prefer having my plants left alone. If it's a little bit dry in nature sometime, that happens, so it's totally fine. And inside the grow tent, obviously not a lot of surprise here. Everybody's alive. The new leaves are continue to form. They are really bouncing back, so they are not flappy. It's dry, I mean, but it's not that bad. Again, here with the sprayer, it was not dry at all. So not everybody is drying. Those ones are super happy. Those ones not bad. A little bit drier here, but yeah, some area will need a watering and some won't need anything literally. So this is, I will take care of this part. Okay, another part now. So Minima, pretty happy, nothing to say. It handled the dryness. Everything here start to grow. I will have to try to have some room. Oh, this is a new picture, new leaf from the order I did from Melesina Tropical. Same here, a lot of new leaves. The plants recover faster after shipping when they are inside a grow tent. Even the sphagnum recovered nicely, so that's cool. Oh, there is another one here, a tendril. So everybody is pretty happy here. And oh, here, a new picture. That's a cutting, rooted cutting. And what else? Oh, here. Look at that. Fantastic. That's a new plant I ordered from my Resina Tropical. That's Glandulifera by Bocciana. Clearly liking it humid. And yeah, leaf jump, a new pitcher here. That's going to be a strong plant. Here, new leaves, new pitchers. Everybody is happy. And even this other rooted cutting that I did, let me show you. First picture, look at that. Here is Spectabilis by Vicii. So now that it's producing picture, I will sell it. What else? Yeah, everything looks fine. Oh, when the tendril go there, you want to keep them inside the tent, not on the edge. It will be a pain later with the picture. Oh, this one, interesting. So let me turn. So that's Stenophila, which is good. It's happy, nothing really interesting. But here, that will be the first picture of Sumatrana, or maybe an hybrid, I don't know. And here is Ampullaria. So again, everybody's happy. Oh, I cannot believe the size of this one. Fantastic. So let's continue. And there, as you see, everything dried out. Totally fine, but I will probably fill it back. Pitcher everywhere. Again, high humidity, not a lot of evaporation inside the pot, or less. So that's pretty neat. This tent is quite useful. And those ones recovering, some tendrils elongating. Here, a new picture. Okay, let me show you notes here. Maxima by Glandulifera. So that's going to be a cool one too. It should work on the Windowsill. I'll see. What else? Oh, those ones. BBGA Edwardiana. A fantastic one, and a new picture. Same here. So that's pretty cool. Another one. Everybody's picturing nicely. Here. Okay. Yeah, a little bit damaged, but that's the cutting. It dried a little bit and it's bouncing back now. Here, that's Ephipieta ventricosa or something reverse. And those two are slow growing, but I'll see later. But most of the cuttings did it great. Fantastic. Nothing really to complain about. The sphagnum in the center dried out. Obviously, there is no sprayer here, so it will dry if I'm not managing it. What else? Maybe later I will add another set of sprayer to make sure everything stays watered. But for now, the spray is only happening on the top shelf. Yeah, I will have some watering and cutting old leaves, but overall, everything's okay. And even, the air plant for sure, but look, the seedlings. They dried, the pots are dry, but not that dry. So I will soak them inside a bucket of water, and it will be fine. And here we have another nice picture. Look at that. This plant is holding a lot of picture. They are beautiful, tubby, and I have, so that was the previous one, first one, second one, a third one. Oh, and I had even another 4. So, yeah, quite happy with all the grow tents. No challenge here. It's been 24 hours since I'm watering, spraying the sphagnum again, and look how great it looks. Some tip of the sphagnum died, but most of it totally got back to green, and had to cut a lot because sphagnum was too thick, and all the pictures were really under the sphagnum. So I cut everything. Yeah, here it's recovering, but all the sphagnum I cut is now here. So on those fast drying pots, now there is a top layer of live sphagnum. It should help the pot to stay humid, and I will spray every day, so it will be better. As you saw, everything is fine. After 20 days without water, nothing really bad happened. For sure, the sphagnum moss took a bit, but you saw it's already getting better. Some Nepenthes also start to be thirsty, but they will recover. In a leaf or two, they will be just fine. So you don't have to do much when you go in vacation. Keep in mind, if it was 30 plus Celsius outside, that would be different because everything would evaporate faster. It would be warmer, so you want to try to understand the weather and the temperature inside your house. Put the blind on, and the cell won't really enter. If you want to know what is the best water for your Nepenthes, here is a video for you. And until next time, happy growing!